ballin'. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit the direct.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
What now? What inning?
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Open man is Trey Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You want it,
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. Jaguars. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, defense.
26.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty. Here we go. 46, 46.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. 26.
Prescott now. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill.
Throwing, Prescott.
Come get some.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now, 180. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that right down. 694. Watch the whip. Hey, Steve 6. That's it.
On play action, now Carr. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
29. 57 for Mike.
Here's Carr to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Carr going to throw. Looking end zone for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Check. Watch 54. They're not ready.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4. Get your swerve on. Check.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Matt Breida with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Down! You ready? 57 the mark. Hey, Waiter 2.
There's a loss. We taking wins home.
Hatch it. Waiter 1. Express. Here comes the meat.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check 25. Check 25.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. Touchdown, Jaguars! Odell Beckham, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Prescott off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. From the 35 on second down, Carr. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about it.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A second down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because The way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Go Chiefs.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Odell Beckham, his 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Prescott, and this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Down. Mike 57. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. 618. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. 280.
On first down, Carr. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Throwing now is Carr. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
57's the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
57's the mic.
Hey, check.
57's the mic.
Carr now on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
On third down, it's Prescott. This one caught by Isabella. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw, Prescott. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Harold Landry in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw his Carr. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught by OBJ. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a carry for Jacobs. Big hold to the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Nine yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down. It's Jacobs looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They run again with Breida. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, Blue 80. Mike 57. Defense wins championships, baby.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Harold Landry, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Come off the ball hard.
Off the play fake, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go. Let's go.
33 yards that time.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Breida. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And an alley to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Down. Purdue. Wide 88. Cut. Check your hot read.
Carr going to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. Dorsett's got it. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
To throw is Prescott. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a run with Anderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch that. Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 46.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott got him in. It's Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Able to find Isabella. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Everyone kill. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the backer. Let him roll. West. Check 37. 26.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Randy Gregory has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Prescott. William Hayes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. Prescott down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
What? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Buds.
31's the mark.
Express.
Carr going to throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Take away 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Sponge. No. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jaguars, they just keep on rolling.